Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was not joking when I said in the last video, this is where the real grinding starts. Like literally, I have a guide on like my second monitor right now, and there is so much to do, which basically means one thing and one thing only, right? This is going to be a long video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you do end up enjoying it. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, so first things first, let's get some things cleared up. So in the last video, I believe we had gotten the color rune maxed out. Like as you guys can see, I can't actually unlock like any more stars for it. So what exactly does that mean? Well, it basically means that it's time to work on other runes like the Polychrome and as well the Arctic and the 5 million Royal. So we might as well get started on that along with some other stuff. Plus as well, we need to do this as soon as possible because literally the first step in our grinding is actually going to be, yeah, getting at least these two max star. Not superstar like this, but max star, so then that's where we unlock a hidden rune. Alright, so this is going to be, I guess, the Polychrome maybe maxed out. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. So if I press this, right, is it now maxed out? I believe so because all of the stats are relatively the same. It is superstar. Yeah, okay, that is absolutely awesome. And I guess that means all that's really left to do now is to go for Arctic Star and the 5 million Royal. Once again, you guys kind of get the idea. However, of course, I'm not going to go over every single step because I'm going to be honest, right? There's like around 20 steps, meaning that if I were to cut back for every single step, that would be 20 cuts. And yeah, I'm sure that would get boring really fast. So what I'm going to do is instead of cutting back once I complete every single step, I'm going to cut back every few hours. For example, for the first step, or should I say the first cut, I'll do around maybe 2-3 hours of grinding. Then from there, maybe 6 hours. Then from there, 12 hours. Basically kind of, you know, grinding longer and longer every single time. So we might as well get started on probably, yeah, hopefully the next time that you guys see me, we would have probably at least double checked that the Polychrome is maxed out. And along with that, maybe max out Arctic rune and maybe start making our way on the 5 million Royal rune. I don't know, it's gonna depend on how OP we get, I guess. And okay everybody, it is now approximately 1 AM in the morning, and the reason that it is, you know, so late is because we've been doing a lot of grinding. For example, we have made so much progression in the hidden runes. For example, over here in the 5 million Royal, I have gotten some Kingslayer, you know, 1 in 250 billions, giving me all of these OP stats. But as well, not only that, we also got some Sovereign, giving me, you know, extra rune bulk and ticket chances. You get the idea. Then, of course, from there, we've also gotten some Mystery H runes, which is 12.293k at the moment, and it's giving me basically all the maximum stats. Same thing for, I believe, no, not color. Yeah, I'm making a lot of progress in the nature rune, giving me, I mean, just have a look at all this. 1.1k rune speed and times 33k tickets. And yeah, the list kind of goes on. I've been maxing out other stuff as well, like the Aether. This is, I think it's maxed out. Yeah, 9k is the maximum amount. Then from there, we have Vex, which is giving me, you know, once again, a bunch of stats. And then from there, we have Blizzard maxed out, giving us, you know, 1.3x rune bulk and a new ticket perk. And then apart from that though, that is relatively all the progression we have done kind of in a nutshell. So yeah, we might as well have a look over here at this rune order Trello tier list because it basically kind of explains, you know, what the next step is. So at the moment, we are somewhere over... we already gotten all of these. AFK 5 million Royal for Thorn. We're going to be needing 500k. So until we max out Kingslayer, which is going to be 400, and Thorn, which is going to be 500k, we can then move on for Divinity and as well Abyssium. And oh yeah, by the way, for those of you wondering how much more is left, there's quite a lot of runes. Okay, there's probably like 20 more hidden runes in the game, and some of their chances get insane. Like if I just go ahead and showcase, like over here, one of them, Glint, is 1 in 333 SPNG. Now I'm somewhere like over here. Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say there's a lot to do. But yeah, let's have a look. So we are kind of somewhere over here, right? We've gotten we haven't gotten Bloom yet. We might as well go ahead and get it. But we've gotten Aether, Blizzard, Kingslayer, Mystery. We're gonna get Thorn, and now the next one is Divinity, which, if I remember correctly, is going to be found in the, is it the 5 million Royal? Yeah, okay, it's the 5 million Royal, and since it's a 1 in 75 quadrillion, and my what do you call it? My RPS, yeah, runes per second, is around 6 quadrillion. I guess that means that in mathematics, it shouldn't take too long. But I mean, then again, do we even have enough tickets? Yeah, we're only going to be maxed out at 86 trillion at the moment, meaning that, yeah, we still need to do quite a lot in terms of getting ticket bonuses. So in order to solve that, let's have a look over here. What exactly increases those bonuses? Kingslayer doesn't, but Sovereign doesn't. Imperial does. Okay, this is really good. We might as well go ahead and get a bunch of Imperials. And then from there, I probably should continue getting Thorn because, yeah, Thorn is going to keep on giving me a ticket multiplier. So there's no reason not to roll it. Plus as well, apparently the maximum's like 500k, which if we do 500k divided by 20k, that is approximately like what? Like a 25x boost. It's around something like that. So yeah, we're gonna continue working on Thorn, and then from there, since it's 1 AM, I don't think I have the time in order to cut back in around 10 to 20 minutes. I might end up falling asleep. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to try and instead just showcase, I guess, how OP I am at the moment. So if I walk on this, right, as you guys can see, this is how fast the Thorn is going up. It is ridiculous. We're getting around like 500 Thorns every single second, which is a very good rate. It actually means that if we continue going on like this, in around 1,000 seconds, we'll max out. And obviously, the longer we stay on this, then the more my RPS is going to go up. The faster the RPS goes up, the more Thorns I get. It's kind of like an exponential thing, you know, where like me just AFKing here is going to naturally speed up until eventually I guess we're at we're almost at 1k Thorns per second. Yeah, in the amount of time that I've been talking to you guys, it's already doubled. But anyways, after around 5 minutes of AFKing later, we now have over 3 million Thorns, giving us 5.24 million tickets and 25k rune speed, which, for context, that's around 150 quadrillion RPS. Yeah, I think we're ready to start taking on the Royal Rune now. And, you know, try getting what was it called again? Divinity. Yeah, we should have a solid chance. So, let's see. Are we going to be able get there it is. Wasn't expecting it to, you know, get it so fast, but I mean, not complaining. As well, we also have 100x rune luck and 100x rune speed. Whoa, wait, whoa. 221 divinity now? That's crazy. Okay. Oh wait, now it makes sense because the tickets multiplier is so broken right now. I think it's so broken that it basically puts me at these numbers, 15 septillion runes per second, but it's way too high now. Now I'm kind of limited at 6.54 QN RPS, and I guess that number is going to keep on going up once again as, you know, I continue to get some rune bulk. In this case, it will max out at 100k, and as well we'll get 10 times rune luck. Alright then, we might as well try our luck one last time before I cut out for the night, and that is going to be heading on over to the Polychrome room because the Abyssium thingy that we saw before is actually going to be found here. So let's see, are we going to get, you know, just as lucky really fast again? First few seconds? No, we are not. I mean, it should take too long. Apparently, it's like 1 in 125 quintillion, which at the rate we're going at the moment... Oh, okay, I don't even need to talk. We already have 4 point... Oh, wow, we're getting tickets and rune bulk now, and it goes up to 100x? Yeah, lads, let's just say, when I wake up tomorrow morning, if I were to AFK on this overnight and, you know, wake up tomorrow morning, something tells me I am going to be so ridiculously broken. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it too much, okay? Make your guesses down in the comments, okay? Right now, my RPS is 19 quintillion. What do you think it's going to be when I wake up tomorrow morning? Like, is it going to be like... here, let me make a guess myself. I'm going to say it's going to be around 1 nonillion. I think that's a solid, you know, bet. I guess we'll find out tomorrow morning. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this part of the video. I'll catch you guys for probably... Is this the second part? I think it's the second part. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And alright, let's just say I lied to you guys because it isn't actually the next morning. It is the morning like 2 days after. Wait, hold on, let me explain, right? So I recorded this around 24 hours ago, right? It was like 1 a.m. yesterday. Well, yeah, it's exactly 1 a.m. today, meaning that at least 1 day has passed. And let's just say, not a lot happened within that 1 day. And the reason I say that is because I was grinding hyper finality. Now, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's a hidden rune found in the basic rune, you know, the very first rune that you unlock in the game. And yeah, well, in order to max it out, I need a bunch of them. And I was getting like one every minute or so, right? Even with like all the potions, server elixir and whatnot, it was still like one rune, if I was lucky, every minute. And well, let's just say, right, I was gonna cut back and basically say, hey guys, nothing has happened up till now, but I'm gonna continue grinding. But something ended up happening. Yeah, the game ended up updating, and as you guys can see, a lot was added, new hidden runes, 22 new upgrades, 1 new secret stat, 1 new stat in general, and so much more. And let's just say, right, because the game updated, people were buying a bunch of the new Robux runes and even some of the older ones. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop teasing you guys at this point. Let me just showcase what I got. I got a bunch of antimatter. This used to be like 3 before, now it's 27. I got a bunch of the primordials and eternals, giving me once again a bunch more stats. Then from there, this used to be like 1 or 2 Ankh, and now I have 10 of them, giving me rune speed, minus ticket chance, 250 chest chance. You kind of get the idea. A lot of the old stuff and late game stuff were basically buffed insanely. And then over here, the brand new rune. I got lucky on Violence, 1 in 7.5k, Rage, 82, and Mad. Now, what exactly do these runes mean, right? Well, remember that little, I guess, like bets that we did before about like how much of the rune speed I was going to have? Well, honestly, before I wasn't that off. Like, remember we said like 1 nonillion or something? Well, I had around like 1 DE, which was like around the 1000x difference, you know, not too far off. But yeah, after all of these people were buying so many of the Robux runes, that kind of shot up a lot. Keep in mind, by the way, for those of you that don't understand how ridiculous this number is, I know a lot of you guys say how hard hyperfinality is. I went from like 1k on hyperfinality to 11 quadrillion in a matter of seconds. Yeah, this is absolutely broken. Plus as well, I think we are actually ready in order to get the next rune. What exactly is that one? Alright, here it is. So apparently it is going to be found in Garmin, which is going to be the Cryo rune. So let's see, if I teleport onto realm 2, right, and head on over to, is this the Cryo rune? Yes, it is. Are we going to get Garmin? Yes, we are. Okay. Now, in order to max this out, we need 1.3 million, which means we might have to AFK here for a little bit. Now, as you guys can see, the longer that we stay on this rune, the more tickets we're going to be getting. And it actually maxes out all the way at 1 SX DE. Wait, hold on a minute. If we get that amount of tickets, right, I know that I haven't maxed out a ticket rune perk over here. Hold on a minute. So I can get around like 5 times the rune speed, right? And all I need to do is just spend the tickets I'm getting. So hold on, 9.92x all the way up to 44x, and yeah, I think that just means that me getting these runes is just going to be faster and faster, meaning I get more tickets, which means more rune speed, which means more tickets. It's kind of like a cycle, right? I'm basically getting rich as hell now. Yeah, getting those global runes just sped up progression by like 1,000 times. Like, I was told apparently this part of the game was supposed to take like at least another day or 2, but apparently not. Not complaining, by the way. I mean, cutting off time means a quicker video for you guys. But yeah, I guess it's time to go ahead and max out this upgrade. Okay, now my rune speed's going to be 1.52 QNDP RPS, which I believe is going to be more than enough for the next rune, which is going to be 1 in 100 QDE. Okay, so we're already well over that amount. And then the next one, Shift, is only 1 in 125 SPDE. Okay, let's see what these runes are going to give. So, if I'm not mistaken, Gleam is going to be in the color rune, and then we have to head back on over to the basic rune for Shift. So, let's see, are we going to be getting Gleam? Yes, we are. Alrighty. So let's have a look at the stats over here. Wait, hold on a minute. Why is it not popping up? Okay, I just got a bit impatient. My bad. So this is going to be giving us, okay, 10,000 times rune bulk and basically 1,000 rune speed. Okay. Now keep in mind, once again, these upgrades are all exponential, meaning that the longer I sit on here, the faster I get stuff. I mean, have a look at this, right? We just jumped from 11k to 176k. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it seems like we already maxed out Gleam just like that, pushing us up to 241 SPDE, which if we stand on here, we're going to be starting to get Shift, which is going to be giving us walk speed, rune bulk, and a brand new talent. Ooh, it's been a hot minute since we've gotten a talent. Let's have a look at this bad boy. So heading on over to the talent tree, where is this going to be at? Okay, turns out I was wrong. Apparently, according to this guide over here, it's actually one of the hidden talents found in the main world. Okay, I'm a bit surprised why I didn't say that over here, but I guess that's fine. Let's, I guess, just have a look and see what exactly this upgrades. So heading on over here, it is going to be upgrading rune bulk. Okay, not sure if this is worth getting right now. I only have 568.5 tokens, but you know what? It's fine. I have nothing to lose, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I'm gonna be AFKing here anyway, so I can always just, you know, get the Robux tokens back. So let's buy that. Now, how much is our RPS going to be now? 629. Nice. Now, from this point onwards, is there much left I can showcase to you guys? Nothing much. Apparently over here, the next step that we're supposed to do is just go on the chromatizer, right? And then just basically AFK there until we get level 150. So let's, I guess, go ahead and do that. I mean, I don't think we have anything to lose. So let's have a look. If I head on over to the talent tree, I should be able to speedrun all of these levels. Yeah, I have a bunch of prisms, so let's just stand here. We're going to be getting a bunch of levels just like so. Okay, I understand why people want us to get to level 150. I mean, we literally get a 0.01x rune bulk per level, and it maxes out at level 500. Alright, yeah, it turns out AFKing on that button took quite a long time. It's now 1:43 AM. Yeah, I need to go to bed. So what exactly am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna quickly unlock all of the talent tree, you know, once again. Then from there, I guess I'll start making my way onto like all of the other, I guess, runes. For example, apparently the next one is at the Arctic one. That shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully the next time that you guys see me will not be at like a really bad time. Like, why do I do this to myself? Why do I keep coming at 1:43 AM? Yeah, at this point, the amount of sacrifices I do for you guys, like sacrificing my sleep schedule just for a video. Yeah, that wasn't on my bucket list for 2025. Whatever. See you guys hopefully with, once again, even more progression. And finally, everybody, we are now back for the final time in order to tell you guys what I've done. So for this time, not a lot of progress was made, and what I mean by that is I did end up spending over 24 hours working on one singular rune, and that one is going to be over here, this mirror one. Now at least I can say that it was definitely worth it, because as you guys can see, it's giving me 50,000 times rune speed and as well 500,000 times rune speed, which in other words puts all of my RPS at around 59.66 DVT. Now the best part about that is that we're not technically done yet, since if I'm not mistaken there is actually another, I guess you could call it hidden rune that we can, you know, go ahead and max out. So if I'm not mistaken, it is called actually I completely forgot the name. It's called Overlord, and yeah, just like that, we now have it maxed out. You know, it literally took like 5 seconds. And now my RPS is at 3.12 TVT, which is awesome because I believe the next, what do you call it, the hidden rune is called Oblivion, and it has a chance of, I think that's 50. Yeah, that's 50 TVT. All right, that is absolutely awesome. So let's end off this video with a bang, right? I want to go ahead and at least get one of these Oblivions. You know, I just want to see how good it is. You know, is it relatively decent? Is it like a mid rune? Is it a really OP rune? Let's go ahead and find out. So hopefully it should pop up here any second, but just in case we missed it, let's head on over to Polychrome and scroll all the way down. Ooh, I think we just got one. I believe Oblivion is it. So let's see. Okay, it unlocks a new talent and it increases rune bulk in general. Okay, I guess that means that grinding this is going to be, I guess, relatively fun. But anyways, I think this is where I'm going to be leaving off today's video, because I am 99% sure that this video is probably already well over 20 minutes. And even if it isn't, I believe we're in like the final sections of the hidden rune grinding. So of course, for those reasons, I'd rather make, you know, a final part to the series, you know, where we go ahead and max out the game. So if you guys want to see another video on this game as soon as possible, then yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on, and also comment down below. Where are you guys in terms of progression? Are you close to where I am? Are you much better than me? Are you much worse than me? Yeah, feel free to let me know. And until next time, I'm probably gonna continue, I don't know, I guess crying and crying, because yeah, you guys weren't lying when you said this grind is, I guess, really, really long. But anyways, apart from that though, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, peace out.